Meantime, the retail industry has been struggling, as we all know, and it was one of the hardest hit when the shutdown began. Joining us right now to discuss retail's future is the man who redefined it, retail legend Mickey Drexler, founder of Drexler Ventures and the former chairman and CEO of J. Crew. Mickey, it is great to see you. I don't even know where to begin, but let me try this, almost as a hypothetical to you, which is if you were running the Gap today, or frankly, if you were running one of the big department stores today, do you think it's fixable? What would you do?
Probably one of the most difficult challenges in the world. I think Gap is different than the big department stores. In my business life, I never wanted to sell anything someone else. A big department store today, I'm not sure what I could do. I wouldn't want to run one. I don't think I'd be very good at it. Gap is another story, near and dear to my heart. I've been at 20 years. But if I were running it, I would, first of all, the store issue, I got to Gap was an initial line put together. It's kind of not, I'm going to give a simple answer. Closed tons of stores, put together incredibly creative design and marketing team, and live and breathe the business and have wonderful goods and do what I do for a living, which is have goods that only we sell, and to have it emotional and cool and have a need for those goods. And they're both huge undertaking.
Let me ask you this from a policy perspective. There's a lot of PPP loans and other loan programs that have gone out to all sorts of industries. Is there anything from a policy perspective, given the headwinds that were against this industry long before COVID, but how we get out of this? Because the implications and ramifications are huge. It hits real estate, it hits employment, it hits so many different parts of our economy.
I think that this was coming. The coronavirus, I think, just paced dramatically in the air. I could remember 20 years ago or more seeing so many retailers selling the same clothes. We don't need so much inventory. We don't need so much choice. And the trend over the last 20 plus 30 has been coming this way. This forced a very quick change, but it was in the air. If you looked at the history of the business, where could you not buy certain things? I always would ask the question, if so-and-so were to name a store, how would I live? Would it be okay? Would it not be okay? So if I look at what there is today, I could pretty much buy 80 or 90% of what I might want to buy in almost every store around. And because if you can't control your inventory or your product, so exposed.
Mickey, I think we're losing sound. I'm just going to ask you one final question, if I could, and I hope we can have you back where we can get the connection a little bit better. But really for investors out there, now you're in the investment business as well because you've invested in a number of retailers. In the public markets, is there a retailer beyond the obvious, beyond the Amazons and the Walmart that are clearly going to be the winners of all of this? Is there anybody else that you say to yourself, you know what, I think those guys long term, it may not look like they're winners now, but they'll be winners in the future?
The only one I'm really invested in right now is Warby Parker, and I think they're very big winners in the future.